Hello everyone and welcome to today's assembly. It's Mr. Davis here. Back in June, we as a school community, staff and students, agreed that the 6 words you can see on the right hand side of this presentation would be our 6 core values as a school. We agreed that our core values should be what we try and live by as a school, what we try to demonstrate and promote at all times. I'm certainly very proud to work in a school where I see these values being displayed every day, in lessons, out of lessons, around the school at all times. And this year what we're trying to do is put a spotlight on each of the core values across the year, each half term, and really try and think about what that value means to you as a student, what it means to us as a school, what it looks like across different subjects, what it looks like outside in the wider world. This week's focus is on kindness. And back in July I shared an assembly around kindness, and I did say back then that personally this was the most important value to me. For me personally, I think if we can get this right, if we can get kindness right, everything else follows. And if you go onto our website, you'll see all of the core values. You'll see a really good explanation of why we've chosen them, what they mean to us as a school, and you can see there what it says about kindness. We believe kindness goes hand in hand with respect, and that doing something kind for others develops our own self-worth. So I think that's a really good place to stop and think about ourselves, as well as the other quotes on this slide, and really think about what it means to us as a school, what it means to you as an individual. In today's assembly, what I want to do is pick up on the word kindness. I want to talk about acts of kindness and language, and really the power of language, and the power of language in a good way, and unfortunately sometimes in a bad way. The assembly I shared back in the summer term focused on random acts of kindness. And I read about the people in the top 2 photos back in April. The top left hand photo is a picture of a nurse. She works in a hospital in London and she's holding a bag of embroidered hearts. And she made these to try and reduce the feeling of isolation that patients and families were experiencing at a really difficult time. So she would give one heart to the patient in the hospital, and then she would give the hearts to the family members who weren't able to visit at a really, really difficult time, to try and reduce that feeling of isolation, to try and keep that level of connection between families. The top right hand photograph is of an electrician who was furloughed back in April, but continued to work and support and help people in need. One example of his act of kindness was where a member of the NHS working long shifts needed work to be done on their house to really help them at a difficult time. He came round, he did the work for free because he just wanted to help. He wanted to help somebody else in their hour of need. Bottom left hand corner, this is a picture I read about from about over a week ago. He's called Blake and he's from Stockton and he's 6 years old. With his mum, he was at the McDonald's drive-thru and decided he wanted to do something kind. So he asked his mum if they could buy food for the person in the car behind. And his act of kindness quickly spread, with car after car paying for the meal of those next in line. Bottom right hand corner is a picture of somebody called Jenny who lives in Cirencester, and she set up a kindness project with the aim of spreading kindness across the town. So she started to leave bunches of flowers around the town, at bus stops, on benches, with notes that said things like, "You're meant to find these flowers, keep smiling and spreading joy." So just to try and spread that feeling of kindness, to spread that feeling of positivity across the town. So all acts of kindness, things that made them feel good about themselves, but really importantly, made other people feel good about themselves. Back in the summer term, I also shared this slide. I encourage you to carry out an act of kindness. So saying or doing something positive to brighten up someone else's day. For me, a lot of these emphasize the importance of language. It is one of the most powerful things we have in our possession. We know how powerful words can be. They can bring joy and happiness, but they can also be destructive and at times cruel. I know that some of your discussions in tutor groups this week will pick up on the power of language and how damaging words can be, whether that be racist language, LGBT-phobic language, or generally unkind language. And it is important to continue discussions around these words and this type of language, and it is important to continue to challenge it whenever we hear it. So let's refocus this assembly back onto positive language that promotes kindness. I now want to set you a challenge to use language to spread kindness. You could choose something from the list on the left hand side, or you could send someone a postcard with a message. Something to cheer them up, something to say thank you, or a motivational message. You can see on the right hand side an example of one of our school postcards. So the challenge is to come to our school reception, ask for a postcard and write a message. Either pass that on to someone directly or bring it back to reception with the name and address of that person, and we will post that for you. So that's your challenge over the next few weeks. Try to spread some kindness, try to do something and say something that will have a positive impact on somebody else. So I'll leave you with this quote. This is part of a video clip that your tutors will show you after this assembly. It really does challenge us to think about who we are, how we act, and what we say. It reinforces the importance of kindness, and I think very neatly picks up on integrity, the core value that we focused on last half term. So thank you very much everyone for listening. Stay safe, have a great day.